Thank you, Nagaraji. Thank you so much. Thank you, LT, for the opportunity to conduct education slot.
Just wonderful.
What's eternal truth? Let's take a sneak peek at what it says. The Vedas are proof in itself to explain the relationship of the behavior of three basic mental attributes of human personality. Three basic mental attributes, and those three basic mental attributes are called the Trigunas. Right? This is their 5,000-year-old scriptures. So, what does the Trigunas talk about? First is tamas. Tamas manifests the negativity in a person. From ignorance, it deceives the human beings in coming up with negativities and suppressing the positivities. Rajas, the nature of Rajas is attraction of somewhere in between. It can be anxiety, anger, but however, it strongly binds with desires to a human being. And the maturity level in a human being takes care of how the desires get, how the ways to achieve the desires get channeled. Sattva, a state of harmony, balance, joy, reduces rajas and tamas and balances a human being completely. So this is being there in the Vedas and an eternal truth. What are the qualities? Tamas is got to do with everything negative. Laziness, selfishness, confusion, grief, dependency, depression, all of this. Even the Indian psychology has its own therapy to get rid of it, non-medicative, non-invasive therapy to get rid of all of the negativities in a person, which is managed and monitored by tamas. Rajas, anger, euphoria, anxiety, I wanted, all of that. Sattva, happiness, peace, wellness, altruism. What is it that I can do for others? Calmness, truthfulness. Makes sense so far? Interesting? Okay. Now you might be having a question. How is this related to BNI? Shall we take a look at that? Let's go with tamas. Over substitution. Fourth absence. Being in gray. No networking leads to no business. With me so far? Agreed? Let's take a look at what Rajas does. Why me? Why should I? Yeah? Red. Non-participation. And non-attentive. Not paying attention. And that also can include being in the mobile most of the times. Right?
Yes,
Sattva. Let's take a look. No I, only we. Taking up roles. If we can see that slot is bigger. Sattva slot. I'm going to take a little bit more time on this. One-to-ones. What does that say? I can't see. That's why I'm asking. Joint calls. Pradesh, I'm sure you are very happy to see that there. Referrals. Joint calls and one-to-ones lead to referrals, right? TYFCB, which Madam President showed us the statistics, and I'm sure the VP also has some awesome stats for us today. Getting visitors. How can I get visitors? I can't get visitors. Where do I find them? But getting visitors, sattva. Participation, feature presentation. This is my favorite. You know why? I'm the feature presentation coordinator, right? Great, being a great giver. Going to Gold Club. Yes, Anil sir? Thank you. And being in green. This is how even the attributes, the guidelines and the values of BNI do mark themselves to all of those there which is there in the Vedic scriptures, which is tamas, rajas and sattva. Story. Once a guy went to a god, as everybody does, goes and asks, who is that one person who can give answers to all my questions? God said, go find a headless man. He will give you all the answers. This fellow went about mountains, rivers, crossed 7 seas, seven hills, all of that, Yeru Samudra, Yeru Betta, Ella Dati. He went and he tried to find answer, or he tried to find that headless man. Then God got fed up and he said, just bend down and see. The headless man is you. Do you all see your head? Do you all see your head? What did our LVH Mr. Jairam say? What Vivekananda ji said? Look into yourself. Right? Look down. All of you for a second, just look down. Do you see your head? You see yourself. It's a headless person who has answers to all questions. And how you succeed in BNI, you look at the headless person. You will find an answer how you can be all of those qualities which are there in the Sattva category, what we saw. So I would end with a quote: we may not be able to do great things, but we can do small things that can become great. Thank you so much. All the best.